As the sun begins toward the desert floor, we welcome you inside Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the LA Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Former teammates Kershaw versus Greinke. Next. Zach Greinke gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Here's Jock Peterson now. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, but no home runs over his last 10 games, and we'll see if he gets off the schneid in this one.
Have to be careful with this guy, though, Dero. No home runs in his last 10. That doesn't mean a whole lot. This guy can hit the ball at the ballpark any day, anywhere when he's swinging the bat well.
Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And it's gone. A solo home run there for Jock Peterson, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Well, this has started off certainly quick. First batter of the game goes deep. Dare I say, ambush tactics?
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo.
Number 27.
As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Verdugo, a 22-year-old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Nero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Into the box now, Justin Turner. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, Dero, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners, but you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
The 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Count remains 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Flores has it. And there are 2 away now.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. But another look here at the solo shot leading off the ball game. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 LA. Clayton Kershaw, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
So striding in, Ketel Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, Ketel.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
And there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, there are very few guys that can do what Adam Jones can do for a team. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Adam Jones. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
The 1-0. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
High in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it. Oh, no, he missed it. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, I'm not sure they're going to award him a triple or call it a three-base error, but the result is the same. He's 90 feet away from scoring, and it looks like they are going to give him an error, and I think that's definitely the right call there.
Stepping in now, David Peralta, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes set and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. From the belt, the pitch struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and one out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he rips it on the ground to second. Muncy ranging up the middle. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. One left for Arizona. They're down 1-0. And that'll versatile Max Muncy. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
What a season this guy's having. Currently leads the league in runs batted in. So not only is he just hitting, but he's hitting with runners in scoring position. This guy's been bringing home the mail all season long.
And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball. 0-1. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Two great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 from Greinke. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Nick Ahmed. Defense is this guy's calling card. One of the slickest defenders in our game. Super sure-handed and doesn't get enough love on the defensive side of the ball.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Taylor. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Kike Hernandez.
Now at the plate, Kike Hernandez. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, 0-1. Career line against Greinke. He's gone 3 for 11. He's taken him deep once. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Jones will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Digging in, Wilmer Flores. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest.
Wilmer Flores.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Chasing after it is Verdugo. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in a lineup, but a guy who can play Gold Glove first base and move to the outfield.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar. First pitch on its way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. One out, nobody on. Popped up. Peterson shading to his right. 2 down.
Batting 7, the catcher, Alex Avila.
Stepping up to the plate, Alex Avila, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Muncy from the outfield grass. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail this one 1-0. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Austin Barnes.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. The 2-1. This one's down to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with one away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Striding in, Clayton Kershaw, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Just hung in there on that one. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, that's a win-win right there. Solid AB by the pitcher after battling, making this pitcher work and executing and getting a result. Job well done.
Into the box now, Jock Peterson, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Second at bat for him, and remember, he led off the ball game with that home run to get this offense going. Ready with the 1-0. Slap hard the opposite way, and that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Into the box, Alex Verdugo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. The 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Up next for the Dodgers.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Stepping in, Justin Turner, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. He's set, and the pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
A 1 pitch on its way. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here it comes, 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Working for the punch out and the offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the one run will be allowed to score.
Now batting.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
In now, Max Muncy, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
So it's first and third with 2 away, and in to hit next it'll be the ever versatile Chris Taylor. First pitch of the at bat. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. 3 runs already home here. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change here as that's going to be all tonight for Zach Greinke. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Matt Andrees is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Andrees.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Dodgers lead it 5-0. In now, Nick Ahmed, and his guys have quite a hill to climb, down 5-zip here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. And that's the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in now, Matt Andrees. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike three called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
So digging in now, Ketel Marte. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Marte tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. 1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man. 2 out, nobody on. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Kershaw gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. Now a flare out toward right center. In comes Bellinger, and the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Now batting, Adam Jones. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball one.
Ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0. is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Marte leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a liner. Foul.
That's a foul ball.
Now the 2-1.